Hey guys, welcome to my podcast Simplify Your Life. It's Coach Simona and I'm glad you decided to tune in. What's up everyone? In today's episode, I'll share with you my best tips on mindfulness and why you should incorporate it into your own everyday routine. First of all, let's clear something up. What does mindfulness really mean? It's your ability to pay attention in a specific way, on purpose in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. For example, let's say you're sitting at home right now while listening to this episode. In this case, being mindful means focusing your attention on my voice without letting yourself get distracted by your mind chatter. It also means that you're aware of the sensations in your body right now without having to analyze or rationalize them. Before we get to the actionable tips for being mindful, I want to share a little story. The first time I experienced true mindfulness was several years ago. As I was walking back home from work on a sunny summer day, I suddenly noticed some beautiful pink rose bushes. I was completely drawn to them. When I leaned in to smell them, it was like something completely shifted in me. My whole body filled with gratitude. I felt every fiber in my being. I was connected to the universe in a blink of an eye. I felt this calmness in my heart, and at the same time, I was completely mindful of the cars passing by me and the crowd of people walking past me. I didn't want to interpret or judge my surroundings. I simply accepted them, while exploring everything I walked by with the greatest of curiosity. I felt like a little kid again. And let me tell you, back then and there, I knew that I was going to remember this moment for the rest of my life. I felt whole and full of love. That's what mindfulness can do for you. Of course, mindfulness is not always that glamorous and movie-like, but it's something that you consciously choose to do. If you're always caught up in your mind, which is going through the same old stories every day, you'll miss what's right in front of you. This is exactly how mindfulness can help you shift your focus away from your fantasies and back to reality. Here's the thing, none of the techniques that I'm about to share with you are going to be life-changing unless you practice them regularly. Think of it as a muscle. The more you practice being mindful, the better adapted your brain becomes at staying mindful. One of the easiest ways to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Meditation is what helps you to calm your mind and center yourself in the present moment. If you're not familiar with meditation, check out the previous episode where I shared my 3 favorite meditation techniques. Now let's begin with the first mindfulness tip. Sharpen your senses intentionally. Okay, for this one, I want you to pick a material object like a pen, your headphones, a glass of water. It doesn't really matter. Now, focus all of your senses on that object. What is its color? What pattern does it have when you touch it? What is the material that it's made from? When you tap on it, does it make a noise? Does it smell like anything? Okay, let's say that you're done with this exercise. As simple as it is, this is the first exercise to help you build that muscle and become more mindful. Now let's get to number 2. I want you to stand up and walk across the room. Feel your feet on the floor. Walk slowly, noticing the sensation in each of your legs as you step firmly on the ground. Notice every single step you take without trying to interpret it. Just let go and observe. Keep walking. Good. For the last technique, I need you to find something to eat. I'd go for something fresh, for example, an apple. If you don't have any food nearby, don't worry. You can still listen to this exercise and try it out for yourself later. Okay, now take a good look at the object and have a bite. Let's say you have an apple. What I want you to do is feel its taste. Enjoy the way it feels, and then notice your teeth while chewing. I know that observing your food and eating slowly may feel weird at first, but that's the foundation of mindful eating. Here's how mindful eating can help you. If you often eat to avoid or substitute a feeling, this is a great technique to incorporate into your daily routine. It will help you observe which foods make you feel good and which ones don't bring you any energy or nutrition. I'll get more in depth into mindful eating in another episode. Let's recap the 3 techniques that you can take right now to simplify your life through mindfulness. The first one is to sharpen your senses intentionally. The second one is to walk around mindfully. And the third one is to keep you focused on the food that you're eating. Thanks for listening this far, guys. I hope this episode was helpful. If it was, feel free to share it with a friend. Mindfulness is something we all need in our lives because we live in a society where we are often filled with stuff and rarely think to just stop and smell the roses. Alright, guys, make sure to subscribe to my podcast so you don't miss out on any new episodes. I'm sending you all my love. Till next Tuesday.